Hey everybody, Jenny. It's been a while. I apologize. Just a lot going on in my life. And I will admit, it's been so long since I sat down at this desk. It made me a little sad, a little melancholy. I was teaching my little kids in the morning, my little Chinese kids. I enjoyed that job. It was really nice there for about 5 months when I didn't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning 7 days a week. But now kind of come on this area and seeing some of the boys that I had for them. Makes me a little sad. Fun job. All right. Dang Chinese government shutting it all down. It is what it is, right? Okay. So, um, here we. How did I do? I don't think I finished up talking. I did have. I believe my last video was probably about, and I had some comments that I need to um, acknowledge you. Some people talking about it too. Hey, I never really thought about that. But the whole concept of my last being, you know what? Um, maybe. Oh shoot, what is it called when you intermittent fast for an entire day? There's a term for it, but it's fasting for a whole day rather than having like that for a window every day. And I thought, you know what? I eat that 4 hour window. Well, I really only eat one. Sometimes I might have another snack in that window, but usually I do OMAD and I eat one meal a day when I'm on HCG. Which also then is intermittent fasting, kind of a bunch of diets I'll put together. Um, do it because I just get excited. I'm gonna eat. I don't do it because I'm hungry. And I really wanted to get my numbers to pop at the end. So I went a day without eating, right? And so then I talked to you about that. I lost 1.6 pounds. And it was partly because the day before we were kind of, I had, oh yeah, there was a whole bunch of days before, like, minus zero point 0.4, plus zero point 0.3, minus 0, minus 0, plus zero point 0.5, minus zero point 0.3, minus point, minus zero point 0.4, minus zero point 0.1, minus zero point 0.5. Average it out, not so great. Not so great. So I just thought, you know what? Let me just this and see what happens. So I went a day without eating, and I got on the scale the next day, and it was minus 1.6, and that inspired me. And I thought I'm going to try this next day. Go until my normal time of eating at like 4 o'clock. That's one meal, and not like eat for the morning. And I did. And I was very busy that day. Very busy. So I didn't get home like 8 o'clock that night. And I can eat. I can eat at 8 at night. I'm tired. I'm really because I haven't eaten in 2 days. I went to bed. So I got up the next morning and it was another minus zero point 0.3. So that stoked me, much so. The next day, I had a little bit of that chicken and lettuce with the dabbling of no sugar added salad dressing, and I had another minus 2.2. So at the very end of the diet, I kind of made up for sort of a stalling. It wasn't stalling, but just kind of numbers, which brought me to the fantastic number of losing 14.7 pounds in 22 days. It was huge. That was huge. That was a really good round of HCG. I mean, normally in 20 days I'd lose 11 pounds because my average is always a half pound a day, and it almost comes out exactly that way. Quite frankly, it probably would have been that had I done that at the very end. Now, my biggest concern about this was clearly that's not sustainable. And what was this causing a lot more weight loss? Was this just solid loss because the mere weight of food not going in the body? I mean, what what do numbers really reflect? And I don't have data to really prove or talk much about that. I'd have to do it on a more regular basis. People who do these do like a 24-hour fast, and then they have a gorge day. I can talk about this another time when I get more information. I've read it before, but I don't know if I can keep doing the 24 fast. So I just dismiss. Know how gorge days really are. So anyway, okay. Um, so the next day, I still documented, and it is part of my round two. Even though I didn't eat well and weight went back up, because it was the day that I was getting off drops. I had no drops. I was on my way to my retreat. In that morning, I have some of what did I say? Two chicken patties. Oh, I had some plain chicken breasts that were like pre-cooked, frozen. Um, so I cooked those up, and I thought that would be healthier than the other chicken that I had, because the other chicken, remember, like lightly breaded and baked, and then made in some sort of seasonings, and broth, and who knows what was in that. Again, it was from the Amish country, right? So, and that was from the month before, and I was just finishing up. This was to show you food last time, because I have a very sensitive palate in terms of when things start to spoil or when things go sour. Very few milk can drink. I can't go to like the Shake Shop, or what do they call it now? The famous shake place that has hamburgers and shakes. Anyway, I tried their shakes once. I can't. If it's even getting close to the hour date, I can't handle it. Now everybody else around me will taste it. They taste delicious, but I have hypersensitivity to chicken. Fine, ate it for a whole month. All right, so I gained 1.3 pounds, and I thought, oh, okay, now we're more reasonable in terms of my cat's meowing for some reason. Chubbs, I'm up here. Come here. Yeah, I think he gets lost. We adopted him. We have no idea how he is, but we think he's much older than what the shelter told us. Of course, they just want you to take it, so they said he's 4, could be 14. Chubbs, I'm in the bedroom. It's okay. Just come here. Like he thinks he's alone. I don't know. Yeah, I'm right. It's okay. Yeah. Did you forget? Yeah. This is where we hang out in a lot. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. Go lay down now. Go lay down. All right. Let's talk about starting another round then. So I took time off, right? First, let's talk about water gain in a major way. So I'm going to my retreat, right? So this is Thursday, and I know that I am going to be eating off food from Thursday through Sunday and coming home with all the leftovers. Let's just look at the numbers of Thursday through Sunday. I got back on the scale on Monday morning, and we're talking last number I wrote down, not my lost number, but the last number, which would say that in 23 days I lost 13.4 pounds. It's better than a half a pound a day, even with that not so day of. Oh, by the way, I had 2 chicken patties. I also had the bonbon that my daughter gave me for Mother's Day. Chocolate amaretto bonbons. Amaretto is my favorite liquor. I eat it on the rocks. I had amaretto sour. She gave me chocolate bonbons, and I ate 6 of them that night. And then I had some crackers with a little bit of butter on them. I remember always saying that you have a carb, put some fat with it, and it helps your body to spike so high with insulin you're eating the carb. And quite frankly, I like crackers with butter on them anyway. So we're talking major. I have never done that bad before, coming off of HG. But I was really good for 23 days, having bonbons sit in the drawer. And not touching them. And I'm like, God forbid they start to go bad. I'm sure they weren't cheap, and she sent them to me. So that probably got a pretty penny as well. So anyway, so I ate them. So that was the 1.33 pound. Okay, so that's the last number. I'm using a 13-pound loss in just 20 days. After the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days, the scale said I gained 10.5 pounds. Can you believe that? I mean, did I have actually 10.5 pounds of fat body? No, of course. but whoa, one, it was my body reacting to so many days of not being on carbs, and then eating it with carbs and salt, um, that my body just reacted and started to retain water. I could tell how puffy my fingers were, how puffy my ankles were, how puffy my abs were, how puffy my feet were. Like it was, I felt like the pillsbury doughboy, and it took a few days for that to die. So now I come home with Amish pie, Amish peanut butter pie, Amish apple pie, roast beef, mashed potatoes, green beans, roll butter. Works. Amish fish food, right? Some casserole too. Okay. Um, so I just thought, you know what? I'm just gonna let myself finish out the week. I'm gonna eat up the food that's in the house, and then we're gonna go again. So interestingly, that's what I'm doing. But I guess I had no, like I would every now and then take something salt like a snack from a bag when I was at this retreat, because snacks out, ready to share. There's tons of food. I think by just eliminating all those snacks, and just having a set, I had two meals a day. When I was going to go right back to one meal a day, but I didn't have three, 'cause there were three. Um, I went to two, and I just got rid of those extra snacks. I had the pies, but I didn't have any other kind of like cheat stuff. The next day, I did minus zero point 0.9 pounds, and the day after that was minus zero point 0.6. Isn't that crazy? That shows you water retention, right? That's where my high weight came from. Now then I went 3 days where I didn't get a scale, or I forgot to mark. I don't know. But then I remember to mark down was 4 days later. Again, still eating all this food. Starting to panic and seeing if it's gonna go up. 4 days later, the pound said I was the scale said I was another 1.4 pounds. This just shows how much water was in my system being retained, that I lost. Um, then the day after that, it was plus 0.2. The next day, minus zero point 0.3. So now I'm like, okay, looks like I'm at the point that this is how much weight I have altogether, which was a gain of, I didn't figure this out. Um, 7.5 pounds overall. I put back close to half it, not fully half of the weight, close to it, by this blowout of a week, which I said I wasn't going to do, but I did it. I did it. So then we went back to loading, and I started loading about a week ago. I apologize that this is so far behind. It was about six days ago, and here's how I've been doing since loading. Okay, my 2 days of load gained one pound a day and gained 0.8 pounds since the second day. All right. The day after that, I lost exactly 2.8 pounds on the scale. So really the first day of eating in P2, I had a 1 pound loss that day, because the 2 days before was a plus 1, plus 8. This one was minus 2.8. I thought that was going to correct itself the next day. I thought maybe this is a mistake on scale. The day after that, I lost 1.6. My body was truly reacting to being back on the diet and getting myself back where it needs to be. Then the next day on the diet, this day I went to the water park. Most days, still okay. So back at the Amish retreat now, we have the same foods again when we're in the same situation, right? In terms of leftovers. So I'm flip flopping between like breaded baked chicken in the cooked in the spices and stuff on my plate, and shredded beef, and then a mound of lettuce with a little dressing on top of it. And on Saturday, I had gone to, I don't know if it's a water park or Cedar Point, the amusement park, one of the two. And I had a hot dog, because we just go back and all eat together If I'm at the water park, it's easier not to because we just like hand the food around and people are sitting in their chair eating. But when we literally physically go back to the car to sit down and cool down and put on like a comedian or something to entertain ourselves, then and everybody's eating, then I'm a lot more triggered and tempted. So I had a hot dog that day along with the shredded beef on my plate. Um, and that I had half a bag of walnuts. Now the bags are very small. They're not the mini ones that are like single serve size, but the bag of walnuts from I don't know Walmart or somewhere. And after I bought it, I looked at it, I'm like, seems like a rip off. And I ate half of that at a day. I lost zero point 0.6. So that made me very encouraged on this diet, and I'm like, Jenny, keep going, keep going. Um, the day after that, just the beef with the salad, minus 1.5. Yeah, I'm loving this round. I don't know how long this is going to last. Week one is always the best, and then it's like, but anyway, at this point, I'm very happy. Um, and then yesterday I was minus zero point 0.7. Very excited about that. Now let's see what I'm today. I am minus 8, minus zero point 0.8 for today. hmm Yeah. Wow. I'm loving these numbers. So I should write down in here exactly. Well, let's see. So far, whoops, I lost up to yesterday. I lost 3.8. I lost another zero point 0.8, so that would make 4.6. Okay. So how close are we to where I was at the end of my last round? To my numbers, I don't know if all my other numbers are off, but looking at my weights, my overall weight, this round, so that would be, yeah. I started it off this round about 7.5 pounds up. All right, and then so far I've lost 4.6. Yeah, that's about right. That would mean I'm 3 pounds away from being where I was at the end of last round, my first week. And I'm very happy with those numbers since that weight was close to half of getting it all back. And I'm feeling good. I'll let you know how it goes. You know what? I'm just gonna stick with the plan of sticking one meal a day, sticking with the simple meat with all the lettuce and that. Just keep doing it until I hit that day. Or 2 or 3, where it's minus 0.0, minus 3, minus 0.11. I start feeling like, I'm doing the same thing, but the numbers aren't showing. I need to start something. And in that regard, I will go with doing a 24-hour fast again. Because this round, HCG takes me up to my wedding. And I still don't have a dress. I have to go shopping at some point for that. I've ordered 3 online. They're all hideous. And they all ended up coming from China anyway, so I didn't even freaking return them. But at any rate, they were cheap. Adorable. There. So no excuses. I'm sticking plan. It's so easy to want to give in. I don't know how many times I handled this baggie of pretzels in and out of the bag when I was at the water park yesterday with my son, and handing him his taquitos to eat, and the pretzels and the cookies with frosting on all the things I brought for him to eat. I brought myself plain hot dogs, but like inclement weather was coming in. So by about 3:30, we just decided to get and go. Probably could have stayed till about 5:30, another couple hours. I don't think that first front ever hit it there, but that's okay because we were getting fried. I don't know if you can tell in this. I don't think now look at the picture. I don't know see myself when I talk. Not that bad. I did throw some foundation on today to try to blend it, but it's overcast all day. You can still get fried when it's overcast. Um, yeah. The reason I was saying that. Oh, anyway, left early. Came home and I ended up eating those two hot dogs. So they just stuck them in the refrigerator and had my beef last night, which I'm happy with because the scale showed today minus zero point 0.8, and that's a good number. So again, remember how I say it's so exciting to be in that range when that tens place changes. Today was that day where that tens place changed for me, and that makes me happy. Before the wedding, don't believe I'll ever get into a tens place. I do have another 10 pounds to lose. I do have another 10 pounds to lose. I don't think I can lose another 10 pounds before then. Um, but wow, that would put my body in a place that it hasn't been in a very long time. We're talking years since I've been in that. So that would be exciting if we could get there. But I just don't think the way that the scale is going now going to keep continuing at this rate. It may have had I not put 10.5 pounds back. And a lot of that was water. All right. So this was a lot of chit chatting. I'll have more substance to talk about in the future, but it had been so long. I wanted to catch you up on the whole journey and where I am and successes I had and failures I had. Let you relate to it, or maybe not relate to it. And I'm gonna try to make it now. I say this every time, but to get it more often because I do have things I want to talk about. There's things that keep coming to my mind that I'm like, I need to do a video on that though. And a few foods come across again, and some of keto friendly more than our HCG friendly, but still so great to share if you're on three. So yeah. I want to continue these. I'm going to try and make a point to it. All right, you take. Hopefully, we'll be talking to you again. How are you doing on your weight loss journey? Let me know. Bye.